One of the concepts in astrology that tripped me up in the beginning is the difference between a dominant planet in my chart and my chart ruler, because both are very important but for different reasons. I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to find your chart ruler and the dominant planet in your chart, and I'm going to tell you what the difference is so that you work with them in the correct way. By the way, my name is Nadia. I'm neurospicy and addicted to data. So in the comments, if you don't mind feeding my little data addiction, I would love to know, what is your chart ruler and what is your dominant planet? Which one of the two do you like best? Step 1, you're going to go to AstroSeek and you're going to enter all of your data in there and click calculate. I like to do an extra step, go to extended settings and choose whole sign because I think it's structurally more sound and easier to work with. After you have entered all of your data, you will get a birth chart like this. Now we're going to find your chart ruler, which is really easy. You are just going to see that ascendant line, that thick line. You're just going to look at what sign that line is in. So as you can see, mine is in Aries, so Mars is my chart ruler. The chart ruler is always the sign that rules your ascendant. If your ascendant is in Taurus, it's Venus. If your ascendant is in Gemini, it is Mercury. If your ascendant is in Cancer, it's the moon. If your ascendant is in Leo, it's the sun. If your ascendant is in Virgo, it's Mercury. In Libra, it is Venus. In Scorpio, it is Mars. In Sagittarius, it's Jupiter. In Capricorn, it's Saturn. In Aquarius, it's Saturn. And in Pisces, it is Jupiter. So now you know who your chart ruler is. Next, we're going to look at the dominant planet. Next, you are going to find your dominant planet. You are just going to look at the top and you're going to click on dominance. Now, it will give it to you in traditional that includes the outer planet Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. I don't think it's as important because the outer planets, those three, in my opinion, only have context in relation to the aspects it makes with your personal planets. So switch to traditional at the top. Now we switch to traditional and we're going to see which planet has the highest percentage. Now, as you can see, my Mars is at 11%, even though it is my chart ruler. However, my Saturn is at 35%, so it's more than 3 times stronger than my Mars. So what does this all mean and how do I work with it? First off, your chart ruler. Mine is Mars. Mars is the fuel my entire chart runs off. It gives my chart a certain feeling of forward motion. And it is also very important. So even though my Mars isn't very strong, my Taurus Mars in the second house is very important. It gives a flavor to my entire chart. My dominant planet, as you can see almost on top of my MC, is Saturn. Now, Saturn doesn't run my chart. However, Saturn's influence is incredibly strong in my chart. Any connection made with Saturn is very important. So you can see, for instance, that trine between Saturn and Mars is really important. The sextile between Saturn and Pluto is really important, even though they're not very exact. It also puts a spotlight onto 2 of the houses that Saturn rules, which is my 10th house and my 11th house. So if you think of your chart ruler as the fuel your entire chart runs on, think of your dominant planet or planets. It's possible to have more than one. Think of them as the most important signposts or features of your chart. If you've made it to the end and you're a ride or die, thank you so much. I do appreciate you a lot. And I'm wondering, ride or dies, has anyone asked you how your day has been so far? Because I want to know how your day has been. Mine has been excruciatingly slow. Even though I got a lot done, it feels like one of those Mondays that just drag on into forever. But I would love to know, if you're a ride or die, how's your day been?